episode of Kim in the Kitchen. Today is Wednesday, so today we are doing a savory meal for you guys. I know that I've already given y'all 2 videos this week. One was those whoopie pies, and I hope y'all didn't miss those. And then we had that ooey gooey pizza sub, which is so yummy. But today we're doing something totally different. And I had told y'all a few videos back how I did my chicken in the air fryer. So today we're doing a whole chicken in the air fryer, and then we're gonna pull it apart and do chicken slider Sammies with coleslaw as a side and air fried potatoes. So let's get going. Let's get this chicken all seasoned up and get her ready for the air fryer. And I'm going to show you guys how you can make your rotisserie chicken just like from Sam's or any of your grocery store. You can make it in your air fryer, and it is super easy and tastes just the same, and it's a lot cheaper. So let's go ahead and get this chicken ready to get in this air fryer, and we'll get going. So the first thing you've got to do is you got to have a whole chicken. This chicken is a 3-pound chicken, and we're going to get him all seasoned up and ready to go in the air fryer. I've already washed it, so now I'm going to get you guys pointed where y'all can see what we're going to put on it. For this chicken, we are going to put a chicken seasoning this time because we're going to do a barbecue version of this. So I'm only going to put chicken seasoning, a little bit of parsley. I'm going to put this parquet spread and a little bit of olive oil, and that's it. And a little bit of salt and pepper. So let's get this guy seasoned up, get him ready, get him in this air fryer, and see what we can get going for this week's meal. All right, first things first, my hands are washed. I'm going to go ahead and take the tops off of my stuff because you're going to have chicken hands. Okay, and I'm going to try to do this with one hand. So I'm going to turn my chicken around. Now, for the first thing, I'm going to put the chicken seasoning, the parsley, the salt, and the black pepper. Get everything opened up where I can use it. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to our chicken. Get him all greased up. Okay. And then you're going to add a little bit of butter. Okay? I know this is not good for you, but I promise it's going to taste amazing. We're going to get him all buttered up. All right, so we got him butter, and we've got olive oil. All right, now to our chicken, we're going to add a little bit of salt. And I just kind of turn it as I do it. Just makes it a little easier. And this is the only chance you're going to get to season this chicken. So go ahead and season it. Everything you want on it. We're going to add pepper. And this is a chicken seasoning. This has onion, garlic, paprika, and some of the good stuff in it. So we're going to go ahead and sprinkle that on it. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little bit of parsley. Now y'all probably say I use parsley on everything. I like parsley, so. Okay. All right. So chicken is seasoned up. I have my air fryer. This is my 8-quart air fryer. I'm sure you can get it in a smaller air fryer, but this is my 8-quart. I'm using my large one because I'm going to do my small one for my potatoes. So, but for this one, I have it set for 400 degrees for 1 hour. So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put my chicken in breast down. So what that does is all of those juices that are in the dark meat are going to roll down onto that breast meat and make it super juicy. And then in 30 minutes, we're going to come back, we're going to flip it over breast side up, and it'll cook for another 30 minutes, okay? So we're going to go ahead and drop her down in the air fryer. Okay? I'm going to close the lid. I'm going to wash my hands. Okay. Hands are clean. Okay. So I have my chicken in there, breast down, set it for 400 for 1 hour, and we're gonna go ahead and start her. In 30 minutes, we're gonna open the lid and we'll flip it over, and I'll let you guys see, and then we'll cook it for another 30 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get started with our next recipe. Okay, for the next recipe, we're gonna be doing some coleslaw. This is an easy coleslaw recipe. This is just something you can whip up pretty quick and put in the refrigerator. So I just have a bag of that classic coleslaw mix, and then we're gonna go ahead and make a dressing for the coleslaw that'll go on top of this. I just go ahead and put my coleslaw mix in a bowl. We'll go ahead and open this bag. And we'll drop this all down in a bowl. Okay, and then I'm gonna set this aside so we can get our coleslaw going. So the first thing we're gonna add is 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm gonna try to get y'all, see if y'all can see it. Okay, 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, I'm gonna do 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Okay, so 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Scrape that out so we get all of that in there. Okay, so we got that all in there. Then to that, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. And 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Okay. And that is it for this recipe of my coleslaw dressing, okay? So now I have it in my little magic bullet. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the top on it. I'm gonna bring it over here where you can see. Turn it upside down and just let this go. All right, that is it, guys. Okay, so that's it for our coleslaw dressing. Then you've got that bowl of coleslaw mix that we got. It already has your carrots and everything in it that you use for coleslaw. Then you're just going to pour this dressing over the top of your coleslaw. And I'm going to use my spatula and get the rest of it out. Okay. Then I'm just going to use my spatula and I'm going to stir it around a bit just so everything is good and mixed in. I want all of that cabbage covered with this dressing. Okay, then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my refrigerator while this chicken is cooking. Because what it does is that vinegar will kind of break down the cabbage a little bit so it won't be quite as crunchy and it'll make it a little more chewy. So we're going to go ahead and take that and put that in our fridge. We got our chicken going, and next up we're going to do our potatoes and get them ready for the other air fryer. Alright guys, we got our coleslaw in the fridge. I still have my chicken in the air fryer. We got about 20 more minutes before we have to flip it. I went ahead and washed up my little red potatoes, and I'm just going to show you guys how I do just a simple potato with olive oil, garlic powder, parsley, salt and pepper. That's really it. But these are just really simple, and I do them in my air fryer. They come out fantastic, almost like a fried potato. So I just do them in there. It's so much easier. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I do is I cut them up, but I cut them pretty small. So I'm just going to show y'all about how I cut them, and I won't make y'all stick around for all of that. So I cut them about that thick, okay? They're not super thin, but they're not super thick. About 1/4 inch is what I would say, okay? So I'm going to cut all these to about 1/4 inch thick, and then when we come back, after I get all these cut, I'll show you guys what all I put on them. All right, you guys, I got all of them chopped up. Like I said, they're about a 1/4 inch thick. So at this point, now what I do is I come on back here and I put a little more olive oil. I just drizzle it on top of them. Okay. Then I put salt, a good pinch of kosher salt. Okay. Black pepper. So black pepper. A good sprinkle of garlic powder. And a good sprinkle of parsley. Okay? So that's salt, pepper, garlic powder, olive oil, and parsley. Then I just shake them around. Get them all coated together. Get it all on all of those potatoes, okay? That's it. Now, then you're gonna put this in, your air fryer basket, okay? And you can put it in one layer at a time. I just dump it all in. So I'm gonna put all of those in. I'm gonna set my air fryer on 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Okay? And when we come back, we're gonna check on this chicken and get her flipped over. Our potatoes should be getting close to ready, and that coleslaw is getting good and yummy in the refrigerator. Y'all join me back in just a few. All right, guys, it's been 30 minutes. The chicken has been in the air fryer that long, and so now we're going to flip her over. But before I do that, I wanted to give you guys a look to see what you thought about it. Look how yummy. Isn't that great? So now I'm just gonna flip her over. Breast side up. Okay, I'll let you guys see that. Okay, now I'm gonna close my top back. We're gonna set it back on the 400. So 30 more minutes and we should have a nice, crispy, juicy rotisserie chicken to make us some chicken sliders with. I just wanted to give you guys an update on those potatoes. They've been going about 13 minutes. Remember, we had them set for 20, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them back in there. All right, you guys. Our chicken is done, our potatoes are done, our coleslaw is done, and we are ready to get this guy out of this air fryer onto a pan, and let's get him all pulled apart for some amazing chicken sammies. All right, here we go. Turn you guys where y'all can see. Now that is a fantastic looking rotisserie chicken. What do y'all think? I mean, looks just like it came from the store. It's nice. It's nice and juicy. Smells amazing. My house smells amazing. Oh, I love rotisserie chicken. So we're gonna cut up some of these pieces of this rotisserie chicken. We're gonna get them on some of the Hawaiian sweet rolls. We've got our potatoes ready, the coleslaw's ready. We're gonna get this plated up and give her a tasty. All right, so I have my Sara Lee. These are those Sara Lee sweet Hawaiian rolls. I'm gonna open these up and I'm gonna slice a couple of them like slider buns. Plate down here. I'll slice a couple of these guys open. Okay. Oh, they are so soft and fresh. Okay, so we have 2 of those slider buns ready. Now, we're gonna get over here and slice up our chicken. This looks so good, y'all. Kind of just tears apart. And I'm going to add a little bit of coleslaw to mine, and I have Sweet Baby Ray's sweet and spicy, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that sweet and spicy on mine. I'm gonna add a spoonful of coleslaw to the top. And I'm gonna put some of those potatoes on there, those air fried potatoes. Look at that, guys. Look at that Sammy. Rotisserie chicken, barbecue sauce, coleslaw, potatoes. That's a full meal. A full meal. All right, let's give this guy a tasty. See how we like her. And then one of our potatoes. That's pretty dang good. That is pretty dang good. That's it, y'all. That's it for this Wednesday episode. Wednesday's episode is done. We made rotisserie chicken, slider Sammies with that rotisserie chicken. We made coleslaw, and we made air fried potatoes. Made a full meal in an hour. And, you know, that can be a weeknight meal, or you can do it on the weekend, either way. But when you can do a full rotisserie chicken in your air fryer, and it tastes just like it did from the store, that's a win-win for me. Thanks, you guys, for joining me on this episode of Kim in the Kitchen. Join me this Sunday. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and share this episode with your friends. Share, and subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel. The more I grow, the more you'll see. I look forward to seeing y'all on Sunday for something sweet. I'm gonna go and finish my chicken Sammy slider and my potatoes and coleslaw, and I wish you guys could taste it. So you got to make it so you can. All right, thanks, you guys. Bye.